Good morning and welcome back to Planet Craft. So today we're going to be doing a shadow box and you'll notice that we look a little different. So from here on in it's Christmas. So first of all, have we got any hellos? Not seen. Okay, so don't be afraid to say hi and let us know that you're watching. I have put up a link to the file that we'll be using today on the group, so if you aren't a member, please don't hesitate to join. We're a friendly bunch. You'll be asked 3 questions, and if you can answer them, that would be absolutely brilliant. Hi Debbie and hi Deb. So, yes, we're definitely getting festive now. Okay. So we're going to be doing a penguin shadow box card. So this is ideal for those that need to mail it and keep it nice and flat so that it does get there that little bit quicker, because we're approaching deadlines for lots of international shipping, aren't we, at the moment?
Your mum's in.
Hi Mum. So I've pulled out 2 sheets of the Lime Tree Craft. Go on, I can never remember what the name of the card. Thank you. Shimmer Topaz card, there we go. Which has this like lovely golden pearlescent to it with hints of blue, so it's perfect for Christmas. And I also have Waiting in the Wings, some burnished rose satin effect Miri card.
And we have Tracy and we have Ingrid.
Hi Tracy, hi Ingrid.
I'm just going to put it on here as well.
Okay, I was just going to say, do you want to switch to display in a minute? Okay. So, hi Sally Ann, hi Ellen. And hi Rachel. So hopefully I should be able to see comments if you're watching on YouTube and Twitch today as well. So if you are watching on those channels, then please let us know.
Leave that up, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Display. It'll be big and that'll be there as well. So, good morning. So this is what we're hoping to have by the end of today's... Well, this is the file that we're using to cut out of. There was a small cost for it, wasn't there? It was £2 something, was it?
Yeah, it's £2 something to put on its own. And if you want the bundle, you have to do it through their Plus membership at the moment, because they've sold out of the $1 ones, which is how I got mine.
So I'm going to send just the one that Natalie wants first. So she wants just the penguins at the front first. So we're going to turn off everything else, just using the icon. So we just have this one at the top, and it says it's to cut. I think you wanted to cut. We're going to use export, which is Command D. Yeah, items that are set to hidden don't export, so which is what we want. Export. Okay. And that's back to you.
Okay. So I'm going to just zoom that into my screen for a minute. Go a little bit straighter. There we go. Okay. So Ian sent this via Wi-Fi, so I can just go to my cloud icon and pull that down. And there's my little penguins. So with this file, each layer has its own shape, so that means that everything is contained in that one layer. So we don't have to worry about grouping. If you're working with another file, you may need to group those so that you can move it around a bit easier. But for now, that will do. Now, fingers crossed my map will load today. She says, nope. Go on, dear. There we go. It gets there eventually, but on the slow side. Okay. So our file is actually quite detailed on this layer. So what I am going to do, rather than using my standard auto blade, I'm going to switch to the vinyl one. So our vinyl auto blade is more like the standard blade on a DX. So if I try and hold that there so it focuses, you can see it's got much finer tips than your normal. So I'm going to pop that into the machine. Right. So I'm going to go OK, and I'm going to cut. Now, because I've swapped my blade to my vinyl one, I'm just going to put my pressure up a little bit. Okay, and go for it. Is this the one we were going to do at the Christmas weekend? No, it's not. But we didn't get time to do it. If so, we need to resize this and we're going to have it. Okay. We could probably do that this afternoon, couldn't we?
What's that?
Resizing files and how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Morning, Linda. Morning, Jen. Glad I switched to the vinyl blade.
Still turn that. Do you want to turn the camera so they can see?
Yep. So, there we go. You can see it cutting a bit better then. Oh, let me move that over that way a little bit. There we go.
Morning, Tracy. Evening, Tracy, I should say so.
Hope your head's better today, Tracy.
The computer's playing at this one. Taking 5 years to open a page. This is pretty big. Do you see the next week? We're going to do
Which bit are you going to send next? The next layer behind that? Or are you going to send the back bit first?
And I can do whichever you want to.
Do the back bit next.
Is that still what you're going to cut out of this? Okay. So that's the back one.
So, hopefully you got to see the new intro video. We've gone for something that's a little bit shorter. So when you do bring this file in, it's going to come up saying that it's had to resize it because it's too big for the mat. So just go OK, and if you need to make it bigger, then you can always use the tiling function if you have the vinyl blade. about leaving your advent candle to last minute though.
What do you mean we haven't filled out yet?
No.
You had a few to do though, didn't you, Tracy?
That's the thing about advent calendars, especially if you do any that are like boxes, they do take the time.
Tape as well. 125 wedges it had to do.
Okay, let's see how we did. That looks promising. And let's get my spatula. There we go. So this is definitely one of those ones where you want the metal spatula so you can get underneath your card. I'm just going to release it around the edges to start with. Try and make life a little bit easier.
You want super sticky mat?
Super sticky mat.
I've lost its tack here then.
No. I don't think it will lose a tack in a million years, darling. Now, usually at this point I'd say unload your mat and work from the back and roll it, but given that mine's playing up at the moment with the loading, I'll try and do it so that I don't have to do that if I can help it. Okay. Oh. Oh, his little nose is going to get stuck. Okay. Sometimes you just have to. Just because we don't want him to lose his nose. That's not good.
Rough screen.
Okay. Do you want to just what I'm doing is just easing it off the mat. There we go.
I'll just start cleaning that for you. Yeah.
Yeah, so very carefully now. Just going to take that out from there.
So just done all the wedges. 4 circles, middles for 1.
Okay.
4 more to do, and then 5 stars for the top. And then decorate, so they may get them for December the 1st next year.
I think you should turn it into a family thing of decorate a box each. Okay. So with all these little pieces, because of the way they've done their score lines, we just want to pop those through.
So at least it didn't leave all those on the mat, so I should be grateful for that.
Yeah. And although when it's on the mat it looks like it's a bit of a mess, and you're thinking, oh, it's ruined it because it's not cut it properly. It's only the little bits that have pulled, not the actual card itself, so it's not too bad.
Oh, morning, Sarah Lou. Sneaking in there. Did anyone else get the Creative Fabrica deal, $1 for a month?
No, I missed that one.
Because it still goes up afterwards, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's $1 for the first so many months, wasn't it? And then it goes back up to... monthly subscription, but that's postage just coming.
As I say, it doesn't sound like it. What was it? We've not got anything. Because we're waiting on some mats, aren't we?
I'm waiting on all sorts. Waiting on lots of stuff.
Yeah. And it's worth taking the time to just clean out these sections as well. Saves it coming apart when you're actually working. There we go. What's that?
Again, you were doing mass downloads and then cancel it.
Honestly say it's probably the quickest I've ever used any files that I've downloaded, isn't it, really?
Just for you, you don't normally use them this quick. I think so really bad, Tracy have done it.
Okay, so next piece of card. Are we all clean, yeah?
Yeah. Well, as clean as it's going to get.
Okay, so we can go back home. There we go. Can you push the button while I guide?
The button.
No. You're not equity registered. Okay, so I'm going to go to retrieve data and pull that back down from the cloud. So with this one, if you had a double-sided card, then you're actually fine to go as is. Because my card is single-sided, I'm going to need to flip that over.
Do you want me to do that?
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I can go to Edit, Object Edit, and that button's your flip. Move it over to that side, and we can go OK, OK, OK. And I'm happy with the last cut, so I can leave it at the previous settings and just go start. I got a few papers and things to play with, so I thought we could show you how you can use them without using up loads of ink. So that might be a video either later today or maybe tomorrow, depending.
You're going to do resizing today?
Yeah. Did we use Zig to restick the Artisticks mat? Yes, we did, and we didn't strip it back. It went a little OTT with it, to be to be fair. So you only need the slightest covering. Don't do 2 to 3 coats like Ian did.
I did 2. 2 too many.
Yeah.
No, 1 too many wasn't.
In some ways, you're almost better to have like the squeeze and roll and just literally just do the places that need it. So if you found that you've got little sections of adhesive that are pulled off, then you can just fill in the gaps.
I did brother once, but not with an artistic one. You usually do it, don't you? You left me to do it.
Yeah. To be honest, I've never cleaned a single mat when I've done a zig. So even the brother ones are just getting scribbles. And that seems to be all they really need, to be honest. You were trying to do a thorough job, weren't you?
Yeah, I was trying to be thorough and make it sticky. And I've certainly made it sticky and, very thorough, but it was just a little bit too much.
While that's doing that, I'm just going to put these other bits in the brush.
Send the next bit as well.
Yes, please.
Which bit do you want next?
You can do them 2 at a time.
Morning, Darcy.
Okay.
Zig when I should have zagged here.
So this one at least is going to come off the mat nice and easy because there's no detail in this one. You know what you said about the perforations on the last one?
Yeah.
That at least they didn't stick to the mat.
Yeah, they've still done that.
Oh dear. So again, I'm just going to clean out those.
Ones they didn't put off onto the mat.
Yeah, so you see you've got these little bits in here. They just need pushing back through, and that's the last bit that we do with perforations. So. Huh?
No, they've all got them, haven't they?
No, they got tabs, the rest of them.
Are they not perforations for your fold lines?
Hope not. Don't think it would work very well if they did. There's always one, isn't there? Come on. So any questions while Ian's cleaning off my mat?
Yeah, Procreate is only on the iPad.
The Affinity Black Friday offers are finished now, haven't they?
I don't know why.
Because I was going to say, if you wanted something similar, you could go for the Affinity Photo. Without having to go to the expense of having Photoshop on the... We've also got Autodesk Sketchbook that you can have on a computer if you're looking for something that you can play with. If you want to go open source, there's a program called GIMP, which is basically like the bitmap version of Inkscape.
Is that Linear Foil or cardstock? So that's cardstock, it's just...
Yep, this is Tonic's cardstock. It is Craft Perfect Burnished Rose Satin Effect.
Tracy Christina, okay, no worries. So we leave it up, so if you do catch up later. And good morning, Ruth.
Okay. So next we're going to be using a 12 by 12 piece. So this is some of the topaz shimmer, so hopefully you can see that shimmering away on camera. I'll stick that down to my mat. There we go. So I'm going to go OK, home, OK, retrieve, and bring that down from the internet. And you can see that Ian's put 2 onto a sheet because we're now working with 12 by 12 cards, so it will fit. So it just saves a little bit of card. I'm just going to move those over to that left hand edge.
Photopia online, it's a free site that you can use if you don't have Photoshop. You think you spelled it wrong? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's an F, not a PH. So I'm going to go OK. And cut again. So again, we've got quite a bit of detail in this layer here, so I'm going to keep it to the same blade. Max or ace? Absolutely ace.
Do that card max, don't we? 3 in the last one.
Yeah, 3 that are working. That's random.
Working to a factory. Photopea.com. Trace is found.
Cool. Cool. There's lots of creative things you can do with your Mac.
Just got that 25 layer 3D cards from my dad's trip. Glued in layers this morning. Now cutting out penguin cards for family and friends.
Ah, so you're doing these actual ones then, Carol? Because this has got penguins on it. So you have just over a day left to get your entries in for the competition. So once this competition finishes tomorrow, we won't be doing another one before Christmas, will we? So.
No.
Come on, Linda. Time's ticking. I have to get my competition Christmas card uploaded this afternoon if I get it finished. So, we'll say until midnight our time tomorrow, won't we? So.
Yes, we'll give you all day tomorrow to get it.
Yeah.
I haven't done one yet, being so busy. No, how have you been doing your advent calendar, haven't you, Tracy? So we'll let you on.
Yeah. And Deb's put one up, hasn't she? So, it's just Sarah Lou.
I need to sort out those prices.
Yes, you do.
I'll do it later.
Because we've got loads of stuff to go in the post today, haven't we? So, another batch.
Yeah, but like I said, I was going to do my segment.
Yeah.
Half of the carers are on the Christmas competition. Thanks, Tracy. I hope they like them. They like the ones that I've done. I'm sure they will.
Oh, Sally Ann, just finished mine. Where do I post? Okay, so if you go into the group and scroll along the top where it's got all the different parts of the group, so you've got files, photos, etc. If you go along there should be one that says albums, so you press on that one and then it will be the newest album in there, I think. No, second newest, because I put one in for yesterday's tutorial, didn't I? So go along to the second one, which is something along the lines of the lockdown competition, and then pop it in there. So there'll be a little plus symbol in there that you can then upload your photo.
Don't forget to label which one you've entered it into.
Yeah, so your three categories are most innovative, most eco-friendly, and minimum. Look, I'm trying to say it. Minimalist. Don't take the mick.
You took the mick out of me yesterday trying to say whatever I was trying to say and I couldn't say. And morning, Beatrice.
Okay, so that needs another go round the.
Merry go question.
Yeah. It's done in some places and not others. So. Okay. You know it hasn't moved, so I can just send it back round again.
Right. Any questions while we're sending that for another quick run?
it on occasion has a very dark sense of humour, I have to say, Jen. It can get quite dark, can't you, Sophie?
I do on occasion do this. Blimey, hardly cut that at all.
In places, yeah. Others it's all the way through. I'm assuming we can't just do a digital entry. Well, you could and call it eco-friendly.
Yeah, because eco-friendly, if you're not posting it out, you're sending it in the post. That's in. I buy a digital Christmas card and then.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll take that.
Come on, DX. Go a bit quicker.
There you go. Tracy might do a digital one for us.
So, I quite like the minimalist one at the moment. Black and white one, hence minimalist. So yeah, we'd like to see some newbies entering too, so don't think that we're going to judge you in that sense.
No, I'm very fair with my judging. I do aren't they?
Yes. Keen eye for detail.
Yes.
I might just pop the pressure up a notch when we do the next piece.
Yes, it was do it twice.
Yeah. So, any questions about the machine or canvas while we're waiting? We're doing some intro courses in January, so there aren't going to be any workshops in December. We thought we'd take a bit of time off that and focus on the book for a bit, mightn't we? So, the book we're aiming for the new release date to be the end of December, aren't we? Trying to.
Gets released when it gets released.
Yeah. And then we want to do an annual, so that we have annual 2020 to go with the annual 2019 from earlier this year. And then we're going to be doing book 2 for the Scan and Cut. So we're going to be looking at doing things like the add-on packs, some of the more unusual tools, so engraving and things like that, and the quill tools, as well as doing a bit more work with canvas. But the new book's a monster, isn't it, already? And I keep thinking more stuff to add to it, which is like,
It's like all of them, and you have to find that point where you say, actually, enough is enough of what I've put in, I can't put any more in. I've got to stop at some point.
Yeah, because although it's very much, it starts off very much aimed at beginners, it gets you to quite a high level of ability, so it's quite in-depth. We do. Are there any that can go out yet?
Yeah. Let me need something to pack them then.
Okay. That looks promising. So we have our first piece, and then we have this one's a bit more tricky to remove because of the tree. So I'm just going to get my spatula underneath and try and release it that way. Come on, there we go. Next bit. I don't mind if it catches the little cut out sections. But what you do want to go careful with is this little star right at the top. So that's the trickiest. And there we go.
You want to put that onto that screen now, clear this off.
Okay, so I'm going to go OK, go back home, bring in the next 2 layers. Okay, going to grab these, move them over to this edge here.
Got the little stars.
It's cut them quite well, hasn't it? I'd keep those.
It has, considering it says, they can't cut smaller than...
Yes, can't cut smaller than 3 mil as a load of... Let me take this off for you. There we go.
It's not a bad cut out, that might keep that one or two. See that tiny one it's cut?
Yeah, it's teeny tiny. So there you go. Let's see if I can show that on camera. So that little tiny star. Focus on there. There we go. You can get nice and tiny with it. You just need to get your settings right.
Last bit, let's put it all together.
I was going to do some inking and stuff, but I'm just thinking it looks so nice just as it is. Okay, so I can go okay.
Pressure up.
Cut, yep, put the pressure up. So I'm going to go up to -5.
Up to -4.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay, be brave. And off we go. It's very quiet out there today.
It is. Any further questions? Don't think your questions are silly questions, no such thing.
Okay, so Sally-Ann's got her entry in.
Hey.
So if you're new to watching us here at Plannercraft and you're wondering what you might win, it's actually to win a gift pack from us, isn't it?
It is.
With the universal pen holder, the Sharpie pen holder, foil quill adapter and a cable tidy. There you go. So there's part 1. And part 2.
If you do already have them, let us know and we will find you something else that we can not donate. Gift to you.
Oh, that's cutting. I think I'm going to apply my glue.
Move cameras if you want to see.
Yes, please. Okay. Let's go this way.
Okay, can you see what they can see?
Yeah. You just deafened everybody. Oh dear. Rather than taping a watercolour card down, can you use something like stick and spray glue, or will that spoil the artistic and that? If you're drawing, usually you don't need it to be that sticky, to be fair. If you're cutting, then I would say use some washi tape, or the Sticks 2 low tack masking tape is usually enough. Isn't it?
Yeah. Currently available on Clarity.
What, the Sticks 2 one?
Yeah.
Huh.
Low tack tape. It's on Clarity.
Giving away what you're looking at now.
Just haven't noticed it was there. So.
Okay, so whenever you're doing a fold where you've got something like this and you've got a cut section that's really close to that score line, you want to grab a ruler and I'm just going to line it up to that fold. Keep it pressed down to your mat and just gently bend it round, and it just saves you getting that crease at the front that you do sometimes get when it pulls. Like so. I could use my button folder. I can also use my spatula. Probably more useful for this one.
Maybe last minute. So you're aware it's going to spit it out.
Okay. There we go. And because that bit's a bit bigger, we can just do that with our hand. So there's our two pieces.
You can run the mat now, can't you?
Let's just check it's cut properly first. I'd hate to assume. There we go. One little tiny bit. There we go. So if you wanted to do like a forward edge to this, you could go around with a forward quill before doing your cutting, and then it'll look like a gilded edge, which would be funky. And again, I'll pop those little bits out there in a minute. Done. So I can unload that one.
Just down that way after you've made it.
Yep, we'll clean it up in a bit. Take your blade out and put this cap back on. The standard auto blade's a bit more resilient, but with the vinyl you want to make sure that you take care of that tip so that it stays nice and sharp. Now we need to work out our layers. Can you just pop it back up on the screen for me? Okay.
So those are the two you've just done. So they got you back.
Is the one with the shooting stars. Then.
Yeah, then that one. Then the one you just cut with the tree line.
That one.
Yeah.
Then that one.
Then you start over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
your Christmas tree. And then last but not least your penguin.
Okay. Pokey tool. So I'm just gonna get the red backing tape off. Now, because we're working with Miri card essentially, I'm just going to do a very tiny amount of glue, just enough to give us a little bit of wiggle room. And line that up so it goes to the centre of those. Like so.
We used the final auto blade to cut all that out. Gives you a nice
neat finish.
Nice neat finish and fine detail.
So we're going to start off with our back piece first. There we go. Slowly catch your monkey in this one. Because you don't want to tear anything. So just take your time. So first layer in. So there is a little notch in the back of this one. If you want to add lights to it, you can do. Come on. There we go.
So you could colour each one individually and have them different.
Yeah, you can colour it and have them all different colours if you want to. If you want to stamp some detail on these, you can do. Yeah. We're trying to be good, aren't we, and stick to the hour.
Best we can.
Doesn't always work, but we try.
Tracy just noticed it's the same concept as the thing I built ages ago.
Yeah, one of the first projects you asked for help with, wasn't it, I think?
Was it the one she did without?
Okay. So, I'm going to gently just flip those over that way for a minute. This is going to be one of those ones where you kind of need a little bit of support at the one end, just to get it through into the hole. Come on. You're on to a losing battle there, dear.
I know, I was just trying to...
Right, there you go. Next one.
Oh,
So, am I going to pop that one in? And the bottom one. Come on. And once you've got them past the sort of the widest part, then you're usually pretty much home and dry. It'd be cool to do this in vellum actually, wouldn't it? If you've got some of the thicker weight vellum for 3D projects. Because then you could do, you know, like your groovy over the top if you wanted to. You could nearly there. One last tab. Again, a little bit of wiggle room. Pop your pin back in your glue, and we're going to join these up together. Now this might be one of those ones where you think you could really do a little extra hand. There we go. So at this point just go back through and just give your tabs a little pull.
But you just definitely need patience with this design. But it looks cool when it's done.
It looks cool when it's done. So there we go. And you can work your hinges a bit as well once you've done your tabs. So once you've kind of done that, then you can fold it flat in an envelope. It just needs a little bit of work just to get there.
Now, unfortunately, it's not one of ours. It is available. There's a link up on the Scan and Cut group. Yes.
Yeah. So
you can get it from
hopefully you can see.
It's better off flat. That's it. If you can see
so you've got a little notch there for a wire. So if you want to put it so that you've got lights in that just behind this layer here, you can do. You've got another big notch in the next layer, so you can use something a bit bigger if need be. And then finally at the back you've got a hole for another wire. So just going to very carefully work this hinge so that it will go into an envelope. Very careful.
That looks awesome.
It does, doesn't it? I like it. I think it's a great file. And it's not too complicated, so if you're a beginner with it, I think you could do it so long as you're slow and methodical.
Carol, do you leave your tabs like that or fold them back? I think you leave them like that, Carol, because at least then when it folds flat, they go flat with it. If you fold them back, you might bulk it up a bit too much. It allows them to move that little bit as well. So
if you notice here, look where you've got your tabs, it's just going to keep everything nice and flat, so you're not putting any stress on your card. Whereas if it was stuck, I think you'd find these bits here would start to pull. So there we go. Little penguins. So I'm sure Mum knows where that's going to be heading.
It's a little drop again.
There we go. Yay! So we'll take a nice picture and we'll try and see if we can put some lights in it or something, or some description, won't we?
We'll have to get some.
Yeah. Need some little lights, don't we, as a sort of standby to go, ta-da, that's what it looks like with the lights in, and then swap it to the next project.
I would not get some power to our LED one. Get a strip of those that we can just...
There's an idea. LED strip everything.
Got plenty of that. Anyway.
Yeah. Don't get carried away.
No.
We've got to Lou now.
So thank you very much. Everybody stay safe. We're going to be back at 2 or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're aiming for a 2 o'clock tomorrow. Today.
Yeah, we're not doing a 2 o'clock tomorrow.
No, because there's
watercolour in the afternoon.
Watercolour in the afternoon, yes. Stay safe, and we'll hopefully see you this afternoon at 2.
Yep. So take care. Bye.